comes the AV therapist himself. Stjernholm Reviews.
Stjernholm Reviews, y'all. If you want a wireless, no-frills sound system, the Danish speaker company Dali got an offering with some hidden talents designed to make wireless audio as easy as possible. In this quick review, you will get an overview of the feel, the features, and the full force of the Stjernholm Review Silverback listening team.
It's very intelligent.
They're more involving.
En pleaser.
Giving you their subjective listening experience and nuance on the sound. I will sum up all the pros and cons and assign a review score, so put your feet up, your ears out, and consider this. The Dali Sound Hub is the sleek control center offering a friendly, no-frills experience. It connects to digital and analog sources and boasts expansion slots for even more functionality, like the included Bluesound module. The optional HDMI module brings HDMI TV connection and surround sound up to 7.1, supporting additional speakers. Meaning you can buy this, starting with stereo, and then expand your system at will for surround sound later. I just love stuff like that. Dali has gone out of their way to make the system as simple to use as possible. You can stream music in almost any way imaginable via Bluetooth, and the Bluesound streaming module support AirPlay, Tidal Connect, Spotify Connect, and even playback of high-resolution audio from USB drives or media servers is a breeze. The Sound Hub feels responsive and fast in daily use. Only thing missing is actually room-ready support.
Good. You're fired.
Without the HDMI module, the Sound Hub supports a stereo pair of compatible Dali speakers and their BSR subwoofer module that will make any subwoofer a wireless one. Pairing the speakers was really elegant, easier and faster than it was on the Primar SC15 Visor system we used in the recent huge Buchart A10 review. After hunting Buchart for 3 years, a package violently arrived at the office with a letter. The ClearNet technology used here seems to be rock solid, so you quickly forget that the system actually is wireless. The Bluetooth remote here does not need line of sight because it's Bluetooth and it offers great range. However, the non-standard icons in the input selection graphics might be a bit confusing. So let's test it on listening team member Tim Harris, that is known to actually have a very high technical IQ. Can you please switch to, let's say, optical input 1, please?
Oh shit. We try that one.
Mm-hmm.
That is blue.
and okay.
A blue.
Yeah.
Huh?
And
And
try push it again then. So
blue.
what is that input?
That's a TV with blue in the middle.
One thing I really miss, though, on this system is some kind of shortcut buttons on the hub itself here or on the remote so you can start your favorite music or radio with one press. It could even have been added to the remote control here for all I care. Here a lesson could be learned from Cambridge Audio streaming amps that got a great little remote with little magic buttons. I mean, how hard can it be? With the Sound Hub, you will always need to take out your screen, your phone. Where is it now, actually? I don't know. See?
That's a fully fledged bastard of a good point.
Imagine buttons on the Sound Hub itself for accessing Bluesound presets. That would just be a very friendly addition. Anyway, Overall, this sound hub here offers a appliance-like experience. It's solid, it's simplified, and it requires minimal setup. Speakers can be placed within 10 meters or 33 feet of the hub. The sound hub works exclusively with DALI wireless speakers from the Oberon C, the Callisto C, and the Rubicon C series. It also integrates with any subwoofer using that VSR module. I tested using a Buchart Audio Sub 10 subwoofer, which beautifully enhanced headroom and bass extension to the system below 50 Hz. The sound hub has a fixed crossover frequency for their different speakers. The sub will always play up to 80 Hz, and a speaker like the Rubicon 2C here will be cut at 50 Hz. Talking about the speakers, the Rubicon 2C here is the top-of-the-line wireless bookshelf speaker, just needing a power plug. The built-in amplifiers delivers 250 watts to this 6.5-inch woofer and the soft dome tweeter, producing 108 dBs of sound pressure at 1 meter. This translates to an impressive performance in our listening space and was confirmed during our practical test.
We hit the 99.
Okay, my ears can't take no more.
Oh, no.
I had to put a finger in it.
Yeah.
But 100, it reaches almost 100.
Yeah, 99. Yeah.
And
Nice.
but it does it at the expense of bass. It's like it's actually filtering off the bass.
Yeah. And
When you push and push and push,
just
that's
pushes
pretty
up
amazing.
push up the mid range and the tweeters, but everything below 300 hertz just stay the same. Or
It's-
maybe in there go it down.
Yeah. I think they actually attenuate it, but that's a really interesting way of doing it because you have the feeling that you can just keep turning up, but it will simply adjust the woofer output because we never had any excessive excursion or anything like that.
That's exactly.
Very interesting.
It's a good protection system.
Design-wise, it's a typical DALI speaker here with a high-quality construction. I especially appreciate the LED volume indicator bar that is discreet but provides valuable feedback, letting you know what's going on at all times. But let's hear what the Silverbacks had to say about the sound. For the listening sessions, we connected the Rubicon 2Cs wirelessly to the sound hub using a streamer supporting Roon. That is our weapon of choice. The speakers were placed on stands and pulled away from the wall. Measurements revealed a pretty fantastic overall response.
And you also have the 800 hertz bump. Quite funny. 800 hertz is like this. It's 40 centimeters. I mean, what could do that? I mean, could it be from the it's from the chair maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe if I hold it here, it was some reflections from the.
Try to do another pass where you hold the mic differently.
Yeah.
Maybe in front of the chair.
Yeah, you could just put it up here maybe.
Yeah.
See
Let's
what
try
happens.
that. Let's just see how that works.
See the bump? Much better.
You shouldn't try to correct for this.
That's why you should always remove your chair when measuring. I always do that.
But the main thing here, it actually looks pretty darn smooth all the way.
It is very smooth. So what we see
very
is
nice, very nice.
Yeah, when we just get it up to around here at 120 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, big sound. Some small speakers. Huge bass. Not as controlled, but impressive bass again for the size.
Yes.
Yeah, very impressive, but yeah, a bit more livelier than the other one.
Hanging tight, check out the speed. Sheena's party, there's a case in point. That right wing Louis Jean stuck up the joint.
it's on the it's edging towards harshness. It's more of it's a sharper profile, much sharper than the Burkhards. They're more involving. They grab you more because there's more stuff coming at you, less evenly presented. But in some materials, turn up loud, it can result in a bit of tinniness. Exciting.
That's right. Exciting.
Ooh,
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly.
It comes out of you, whereas the other ones are very evenly presented, the Burkhards, and very neutral and sober. Whereas these ones are a little bit more excitable, which makes you more excitable. For most things.
Yeah.
It can be too much, it can be a bit sharp, but they're probably one of the speakers that will be more instantly appealing straight out the box.
Yeah.
First listen, sounds great.
That's what hitting me.
Yeah. It may be over time you start to get a little bit, I think they're a little bit scooped on the low mids. So some of the extra information there we should hear a bit of Joni Mitchell.
Yes.
To see how she's doing there with a lot more air and orchestration around her.
It's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds. At all.
Seems like the bass is so lumpy that you really hear it on the different bass notes.
Yeah, the different resonances.
It becomes a little distracting.
Yeah, a little bit uneven.
Yeah.
I say.
And
but
did you have anything like that on the Burkhards?
no.
No?
No. There are some resonances in the production with that recording there, but they come out more in this set of speakers. So the tuning of the linearity of the bass isn't quite as competent as the other ones. No. But again, very nice set of speakers that present this sort of music very well. Enticing and entertaining. A good sound field, neither too wide nor too narrow. I like them. They're nice set of speakers.
Skal jeg nu kilde jeg dig lige lidt, ikke? Så, kild. Så er du derinde, Carsten.
Ja. Det er jo skægt med de højtaler her. De lyder jo godt. Det skal ikke kunne genere nogen på nogen måder. En pleaser.
So the Rubicon 2C excels at delivering a sweet, exciting sound that really prioritizes musical enjoyment. While it may not be the most analytical speaker for focused listening, or detailed for that matter, it's a really well-balanced and perfect speaker for casual listening. It's the kind of speaker that plays for reason and effortlessly filling the room with joyful music. Personally, I ended up listening a lot to the DALI SoundHub over a longer period of time, as this system worked right away every time it was set up after having been moved around and disconnected and so on in the midst of all the ongoing reviews and comparisons. So the SoundHub here almost always was the system providing the work music. For my personal listening session, I ended up setting them up on the review bench here, like they're sitting here now, with the Burkhardt Sub 10 subwoofer. I told them out quite a bit, and that made them fill the entire room with cozy but exciting sound that it really was a crowd pleaser.
I met a girl, fell in love, and our love was true.
I just love the vocal presentation.
I met a girl, fell in love. Oh, our love was true. Well, I found out.
DALI champions simplicity and joy in wireless audio, adding a subwoofer as simple as pressing a button on the optional VSR module. While there's always room for improvement in that direct music access on the device itself, or the remote for that matter, this system offers a fast, convenient and delightful listening experience that you don't have to worry about enjoying loud with all the built-in safety.
The speakers was kindly loaned to us by Hi-Fi Klubben Denmark. Thank you. Have we turned this off?
Chase Channel Review.
At 3,000 euros, this package with the Rubicon speakers and the Bluesound module and DALI Sound Hub here provides a super convenient, great functioning and pleasing music experience that has both soul, heart and balls. It can be upgraded with a subwoofer expanded into a multi-channel wireless system. It's clearly designed for the non-technical user that finds joy in music more than in tweaking. It never pretends to be anything but music, which is why I really can't hate on it. Despite these limitations, it become a go-to system as it just works. Now stand by for the pros, the cons, and the review score. And you know what to do, that clickety-clickety and the tap. Like and subscribe to the channel. And come on, get on board the Patreon. Sugar daddies have exclusive access to the most crazy, unfiltered, unhinged discussions we share with each other, as well as exclusive footage and behind-the-scenes stuff. There's more than 60 videos in there now, so become the sugar daddy you always wanted to be.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
Until next time, remember, you will know everything if you just
listen. Here comes the pros and the cons, y'all. Easy, no frills, designed for the music lover. Friendly all round, musical sound. Rock solid operation, expandable to surround with HD by module, Bluesound. Streaming everything, headroom and power. Can expand with a wireless sub, Bluetooth remote. Great value for money, nice volume indicators on speakers.
And the con, very limited nerd tweaking option. No follow input. What the hell are those input icons? Tell 'em wireless system speakers only. Yeah.
Come Apacheon, help the marine life and be treated like God's churn. Home reviews, thank you. Yeah, like and subscribe.
More coffee now, bitch.
If you like Experimenters, check out the Experimenters playlist. Boom, yes sir. For more speaker reviews, check the Speakers Reviews playlist. Schmuck. And the awesome Dream Speaker reviews. Blam. And may I also suggest that you check out the Hi-Fi News and Quick Reviews episodes that contains all kinds of advice, ideas, including music suggestions, rants and interviews, and hi-fi business news, also collected in a playlist here. Slam.